And this is a view of the exhibition. There is a story that Borges wrote that is the infinite library, la Biblioteca de Babel, the Babel's library. The infinite library is the name of my work. La Biblioteca de Babel, Babel's library. In this story, Borges imagines the world as an infinite library with many hexagonal shelves where the librarian can see everything from everywhere. And Borges says that all the shelves have certain, everything is in a big disorder, but as this disorder is repeated many times, this disorder turns to be a new order. And he says that every shelf has certain quantity of books, each book certain quantity of pages, and each page certain quantity, a fixed quantity of letters, 80 letters. So here you can find 80 letters that make two words, todos in Spanish, all, and the same word, you turn it around, is sodot, in Hebrew, secret. So here you have all the secrets. If you put them together, if you repeat them one after the other, many, the hexagons come on sight and you can approach the infinite. It's the same image repeated many times. This is a digital image that I produced with this. And this is a real situation. Repeating this etching many times, I built behind, thank you, behind the wall, the red wall, you will see afterwards, trust me. If you put your head, you see this image. It's like an infinite tower. Another one. Here it's, you know, perhaps a story, the God's script, I don't know in English, La Escritura del Dios in Spanish. In this text, Borges speaks about a secret formula that the God, he says, wrote the first day of creation, waiting for a chosen one to discover this story, and pronouncing this formula, this secret, he could redeem humanity. You can see that this has a strong relationship with the Mashiach, with the, okay. So, this God, to be sure that this secret would pass from generation to generation, wrote this secret on the stripes of the tiger. So, you very easily will see here a tiger, and now I included a very short piece of a video that the next one here now, so I will tell you. And these are many characters that I included in this etching. In the stripes of this tiger, it is written, the secret. Someone of you, perhaps we have here the chosen one that will redeem humanity. Anyone discovers the secret? Well, now I will show you how we have things in front of our eyes, and unless we are prepared enough, we don't see it. Now that I will show you, you will very easily see it. Oh, this is not complete. Okay. S, E, C, R, E, T, O, secreto. You see? You see now? Now you see it very easily. This is another story that Borges wrote, is The Secret Miracle. In this story that takes also place in Prague, a writer is writing a tragedy and suddenly he is caught by he's taken prisoner by the Nazis. And in that moment when he sees that he's being killed by the bullet, he prays, he begs for a secret miracle. He begs to be able to finish his text. So from then on the story begins in two simultaneous times. In 1 minute while he's being killed, and in 1 year while he's ready to finish his text. So, here you can see a little, this is an etching also about Prague, a little bit. To represent the other time, if you turn the page upside down, you will see a dark Prague. It's the same page, everything is there, but it's simultaneous, both two cities in one. And this one has to do with The Death and the Compass is the name, La Muerte y la Brújula. If you read Borges, apparently this is a detective story. But if you are aware of Jewish concepts, you will realize that this has to do with the profanation of the tetragram. For many, many things that Borges writes in his text. Beginning from by the characters, he speaks about all the names. Landrot, the name red appears, scarlet, in many, many ways appears, and the streets that are streets in Paris, I replaced those streets for streets in Buenos Aires. And I replaced the 4 murders take place in the story. I replaced those individual murders for group mass murders in Argentina. And I pointed out 4 places. The place where ESMA, where during the dictatorships many people were tortured and killed. Also where the attack to the AMIA, to the Jewish community, mutual was made. When I was doing this, it was a big tragedy in Argentina, Cromañón. Many, many young people were burned in a disco, so I put that place, those streets, and I left one open to symbolize everything that is not solved yet. This is another chair on Borges that is named in Spanish Borges y su bastón, Borges and his sticks. That's why it has 3 legs. And in the place of the chair, these are real chairs that I find, I don't build them. I find in the garbage or I buy broken, always broken chairs. I will never break something. I am only giving a new life to a broken chair. And it had the shape of an eye, and I put Borges' eyes, and it's curious because he was blind. Please, John, I ask you with your beautiful English to read it.
Just a semblance, lifeless breath, only a dream of the lonely, a vain lineage of the humiliated. To be made by 2, flesh and blood, in a child who emerges out of the dark, in the source of a name, in a soul's code, all in the one who will come.
This was written by Saul Sosnovsky because the book has Borges' text, Kabbalistic quotes, and also Saul Sosnovsky's own text as a critic and also his own poems. This is one. And this is a chair that I made based on that concept. So In this chair you see also a piece of wood and coal, carbon. If you burn the coal, this will burn the wood and will melt. The wood will turn to be coal, and the coal will melt the metal. So this is Bet Salmo. This has to do with Bet Salmo, where in the Bible it says then the man and the woman were created. So I also touched a little bit the vein of the wood, and on the reflection of this chair, sorry, this in the coal here I carved letter Shin. In this place I carved Yud. In the back it has letter Aleph. Aleph with Shin with Yud makes Ish. Aleph with Shin makes Esh. With Yud, Ish. And with Het it makes Isha. So Esh is fire, Ish is man, Isha is a woman. If you look, now yes, the vein of the chair, the reflection makes this. This is not drawn on the tube, but this the reflection. This is anamorphosis, is the name. Anamorphosis, ana means the other shape. Is I draw something deformed that when reflected on another surface, this comes to sight. You see that this is a very Kabbalistic and Borgian concept to work with this. I work with this kind of double images for many, many, many years, and this is perhaps the reason why I felt pulled to Kabbalah and also to Borges writing. And this is the page in the book that has to do with paradise, with the Pardes. You know, the word Pardes means a forest of fruits. But the word Pardes, in Hebrew, we have no vowels, only consonants. And the word Pardes, also the 4 letters, make paradise, and also it alludes to 4 levels of knowledge. Pei Pshat, the literal, who will see everything and say, oh, nice colors, I like or I don't. Who can only see, perceive of this world the literal, the outside, the surface. Par remes is the message, who is prepared enough as to understand the allusion, the metaphor, the message. Drash is who is prepared enough to go to the way. And Sod, who is prepared enough as to have access to the secret. So this is another work good as to finish, because it is again the two, now not the poet, the 2 chairs sharing their knowledge. And to finish is good, I'm saying, because here it says Eftach, that means open, I will open. So the book finishes with these phrases. Not only is the Kabbalah not a museum piece, it is moreover a sort of metaphor of thought, of thinking. This was said by Borges in a lecture that took 7 different nights. And then, only then, will the gates open. So to finish, a new Aleph, a cosmic Aleph is coming to sight, and again the two poets being born.